Good morning. It is 5:11 a.m. on Tuesday, December 25th, 2018. I'm Christiana Ellis, and I'm ready to go. This is 5 more minutes. Merry Christmas. I hope it is a Merry Christmas for you wherever you are and whatever you're doing today. Whether or not you think of this holiday as having spiritual meaning or just another day, I hope it's a good one regardless. In any event, as I have been promising, I am heading back to South Korea, leaving today, and going to be there for a while now. This time through February 15th, so that's a little while to be away from home, but it's going to be all right. Going to be all right. Of course, it's going to be all right. It's fine. In fact, actually, I will say that my stress level for this trip is lessened somewhat just because I know what to expect now. I've been there before already, and of course it's going to be fine. So that said, there is always that little lingering bit sometimes of feeling like I should be more stressed than I am for some reason. Like, obviously, I don't know where, that's, I was listening to a podcast yesterday where they were just talking about how, evolutionarily speaking, it was a useful survival trait to worry about things, even when there's not anything obvious in, danger threatening. So, our brains are good at that. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a as stress-free as possible holiday today. I did go to see Aquaman yesterday, and it's pretty good. I don't know, I was kind of, I think even given, I had some skepticism about some of the reviews that I had seen about it, but I'd say they're actually hold up pretty well, which is to say, some of it is very silly, and some of it plays itself more seriously than I think what it's able to pull off. There are parts of it that are like, I don't know, but parts of it are actually really, really good. And on the, to average it out, to sum up for a review, I really like it, and it's great. This has been a good season of movies this year for me. Just kind of haven't really been disappointed by anything in terms of my own personal enjoyment of the movie. And what do you know? Maybe I should check out Bumblebee after all. I just sort of felt like, I don't need it. But I don't know. I suppose in some ways that's like a gambler's fallacy or whatever, though. But at the same time, I mean, it's been getting pretty good reviews too, and from people I trust saying finally there's a good one, And in the meantime, though, I'm not sure how many movies I'm going to get to go see while I'm in South Korea. And in particular, this year I'm going to be gone during the Oscar season. So Mike and I usually do an Oscar movie marathon, but it's probably going to be harder for me this time because I don't have the ready capacity to go to lots of little art house movie theaters. Excuse me, burp. I do want to try to. That's one goal for this trip, though, is to try to see a movie in a South Korean theater. And I think that's just going to be figuring out which is the one and how to get there, but that's fine. In the meantime, I've got a long day of travel ahead of me, but for the most part, that's not so bad. I've got a nice seat, and I can certainly occupy myself. I have video games and books and movies and all sorts of things to take up that time, and going in this direction. I'm mostly going to try to stay up, I think. Probably not sleep too much, because that way I'll be ready to sleep when I get there, and that'll help adjust to the time zone. But it's starting to tomorrow again. Although I think, as with the last time I made this trip, obviously the times that I post these are gonna they're gonna be disrupted somewhat. I think I'll figure out when I post them, but the plan certainly for me is that I will post one for every respective morning that I experience. And so I'll go ahead and I'll leave it there. I'll maybe just briefly, reiterate that on this holiday, I know it can be a very tough time of year for a lot of people. I'm personally very lucky and grateful to have, good friends and family that I love, and even though I'm not able to be with them on the day this year, I was able to talk to everybody yesterday and see them earlier this month, and but I know a lot of people don't have that, and so if you're struggling this year, don't. I don't know that I have good advice for you, but know that I have empathy for you, and I hope that uh, I hope that I wish you strength and you know as much good cheer as you can muster. And uh, if the holidays are something to endure for you, then I hope you have endurance as well. And I wish all of you a Merry Christmas. And of course, that doesn't mean it has to be a religious thing. It can just be a day. Merry Christmas. Talk to you tomorrow for 5 more minutes.